What is going on, guys? AO Car Reviews here again with another video. Today's day, we got a special surprise for you guys. If you don't understand how hot I am right now, okay, we are not in New York City no more.
I have a feeling we're not in Kansas anymore.
Okay, the temperature done rose 20 degrees. We are out here in the sunny, beautiful state of Texas. It's my first time in Texas, and you know, we have another car review to do. What car are we gonna do? This one right here. We are going to be looking at the Jeep Grand Cherokee L. This is gonna be the 3.6 V6 version of the car. I know they come in the Hemi V8 or the 3.6 liter V6. Today we have the 3.6 liter V6. We're gonna see what's it like driving this big old thing around. You guys already know I'm not used to driving things this big. I'm not used to this heat in Texas, but yeah, we're here, so might as well. We're in the room. First off, we have views on views on views. Why didn't nobody tell me Texas was this beautiful, bro? Not to mention, we are right next to the Toyota Music Factory. But it looks pretty cool. I might drive around it, but it looks like they really don't have a lot going on. But yeah, let's get into the car. Yeah, so this is gonna be the 3.6 liter V6 engine pumping out 293 horsepower, which is a pretty good amount for a car this heavy. But honestly, from driving this car around, I think I would prefer the Hemi just because of how heavy this vehicle is. But then again, the Hemi's just gonna make it more heavier. But same time, you get a little more power to maneuver. Now, not to say this car is underpowered, but I think I would just want it to have a little more power. It is going to be able to tow 6,300 pounds, which is absolutely crazy. Anything you want to tow, this could probably do it. Not gonna lie, this is a very capable machine right here. So let's get into some styling. What do we think about the styling of this car? We have this big family SUV. To me personally, I think this car is absolutely beautiful. We could take a little bit of a look on the interior of this car. And if it's your first time tuning into the channel, make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. All right. Okay, as you can see, we definitely have the Aquafina, which is much needed.
That's as foreign as it gets.
Right now, that water is turning from cold ice water to some nice lukewarm tea. And then we have a nice steering wheel as well. We're gonna touch on the interior a little bit more, but I just wanted to show you guys a little bit. You know, everything on this package is kind of blacked out. Like we have the black color. Everything is blacked out. We have the black logo, Grand Cherokee. We also have the black rims, so it's black on black on black. And honestly, I think it looks pretty good. I would like a color contrast. I feel like that would make things pop a little bit more. All right, so let's go over to the driver's side now. Let's see what the driver's talking about. Also, before I forget to mention, this also has keyless entry. As long as you have the key on your body, you could just press this little indent part right there, locks the door. And then if you want to unlock the door, you could just put your finger right here, and there you go. All right, so we're gonna try to get on with the video with the fans on. I apologize. I know this video is not usually my high quality of video. I'm trying to make do. Tell me if you've ever heard another car slam its doors and sounds like this. It is so satisfying. So we're gonna have a big old LCD screen right in front of us. We have this leather wrapped steering wheel, which is really, really nice, but it is a little bit on the bigger side. Like I'm a tall guy. You guys know I'm 6'3". Even for me, I feel like this wheel is just so big because usually I put my hands like right here or right here, you know, just chilling, relaxing with it. But this time it just feels a little bit too big. You do have minus and plus for your paddle shifters, and you have the volume controls on the other side of it. I'm going to try to get another video of it. You have your turn signals on the left. You have your wiper blades on the right. So we have this one screen right here. I might want to turn on this car because I immediately started boiling. It is 100 degrees outside. I guarantee in the side of this car is like 130. So I feel like an oven fried chicken roast right now. So we have this LCD screen right here. The thing I don't like is that it doesn't bring the screen over to this whole thing. I feel like it would be a lot better if the screen was entirely a screen. We have a myriad of buttons right here on the top, and then we have some more buttons a little bit lower right here as well. This right here looks like a screen. It's actually not a screen. It's actually something you could just fold up on. You could put your phone here. It has wireless key charging, so you can charge your phone. You also have 2 more USBs and 2 more USBs type C's right above that, and also an audio jack along with a 12-volt DC. Or we have this screen up here. It is a very nice screen. Like, this thing is so responsive. Like, it's super fast. It has a lot of things here. My only gripe with it is that it doesn't take up this whole black piece right here, so you have a lot of like hard plastic where it could be screened just a little nicer to the driver. And another issue, of course, is that you can see all the fingerprints on this. I'm pretty sure a DNA crime scene investigator would lose his mind in this car. There's so much evidence. Coming down right here, we are going to have heated seats but not cooled seats, heated steering wheel but not cooled steering wheel, which in Texas is like a kick in the ribs, I'm not gonna lie. So you also get that for the front passenger as well. You also have a button to turn the screen off. You can also press that button to turn the screen back on again. You have a volume knob, really nice. Everything in here is like well thought of and really easy configurable. You can also change the climate control from the screen as well, so if you want to prefer the screen, but of course it's going to be easier button here, which you can also just do that, and it's going to display everything that you're changing in the screen, which is super cool. Of course, you are going to also get Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. That's going to be standard. Now this is going to be the rear view camera. You see as I change the steering wheel, it's going to change that as well, but I'm still currently in park, so it's really cool that you get the configuration to just look at the rear view camera without having to shift in park. So 10 out of 10. And this quality is HD, man. This quality is really good. Coming to the front seats and the rear seats as well, we are gonna have this little like leather mixed with a Alcantara kind of feel, which is pretty sporty, and I feel like it's really nice. And I think it like, if you live in a warmer area, this will definitely heat you up. In Texas, it is probably not the best. As you can see, oils and grease will definitely stay on the seat. Adaptive cruise control on the right side of your steering wheel on this little cluster right here, where you're able to turn it on or off. It gives you a little decal over there saying that it's ready. You also are gonna have this little slider right here. It's kind of like a tab button on your phone where you're able to see all of the information. You could click OK and it's gonna go to that screen. So it's really cool. It's like the apps button on your phone. You know, you can see all the information. At the same time, you're also able to filter through everything by pressing the up or down button, so you can also see that as well. This is going to be your main screen. It's going to be number 1, driver info. You can see OK, enter setup. You can, it's a little bit customizable, but it's not that customizable if I'm being completely honest. Let's go up again. You have messages if you connect your phone, audio, of course, trip info, vehicle info, and driver info. So all right, coming to the front storage situation, we are gonna have this small section here for storage. You could definitely hold a lot of things right there, but you open that up, you get even more storage in this little box right here. We're gonna have 2 cup holders standard in the front seat. Coming down here, you are gonna have the shifter, which I absolutely hate. I'm not gonna lie. I understand the need of the shifter, being that it's very simplistic, but it works the same way as a normal shifter. You just put your foot on the brake, twist this little knob, and then it changes the gears from P, N, R, and D. I feel like they should have added an S mode for sport here, but you will find that the sport mode is on top of the infotainment screen. We have the sport on button. When you press that, you can see the gauge cluster kind of changes a little bit, gives you a little bit of a race flag right there. All right, yeah, you can see a little bit of a race flag. You can see your miles per hour and that right there. So we're gonna turn it off for now. Turns it into auto. You have a parking sensor button, park sense, which turns the park sense off. You also have a traction control off button, turns the traction control for this vehicle off. I would not recommend. This is a big body. We also are going to have a lane keep assist, which I feel like is really helpful, especially in a car like this sometimes. And it's not too aggressive. I think this is one of the better lane keep assist that I've witnessed myself, and I feel like it's really it's really nice. We also have a feature that I normally don't like in cars, but in this one I don't mind. It's the auto start stop button. When you come to a stop, it turns off the car. In this car, I really actually don't mind it because the engine is so quiet. Now for the car setup. So yeah, a little bit of a start, nothing too crazy. You also have the Jeep logo since 1941. It starts playing your music. You also have a lot of screens you can filter through, all that type of stuff. Yeah, that might need some exhaust tips. The back seats are gonna have this little bit of net right here, so you can just make sure your stuff don't bounce around as you're doing the speed limit, hopefully. We also have a lot of connectivity in this one car. I tell you guys, this car has a lot of connectivity. We have some AC vents right here. Make sure your passengers in the back definitely got some nice, cool breeze on these 100-degree weather days. You also have a little bit of a storage bin right here, so you can put in some of your stuff. And then move towards the bottom, you're gonna have 2 USB ports and 2 USB Type-C ports with an AC volt. I don't understand how they open these AC volts. There you go, with an AC home power outlet. Pretty nice. So another thing I wanted to talk about is this car is huge, man. Like, look at me. I'm 6 feet tall, and I'm able to just fit inside of this car so comfortable. Like, I'm able to relax, have a nice little sip, you know what I'm saying? This car is literally, I feel like I'm the king of the road, okay? Like, bro, turn down. Okay, we're about to go for a drive. I know this is probably the worst POV shot I've had in a long time, but bear with me. All right, so we're gonna shift the car into drive. Let's see how this thing maneuvers. From driving this car for a couple of days, I can tell you, first off, I don't really like the paddle shifters that much. Like, the transmission is a little sluggish too. I've gotten used to how it drives very, very quickly. I think it's a really, really nice car. But it's not as zippy as I would hope the car to feel, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like in a lot of cars nowadays, you just get things so quickly, and you kind of expect that. Like, when you're driving a car, you expect when you hit the gas, it to come in immediately. Like, even in sport mode, I feel like it's not as active. So I'm gonna try to get on it right there. Hopefully my phone doesn't fall. It did exactly that. But at the same time, you guys I hope you guys could see what I meant right there. Like, it's like it goes, but it doesn't go when you press the gas. Like, you press the gas and then it's like, oh, you want to go fast, and then it goes, which is not what you really want. But it is a sluggish little machine, considering how much this vehicle weighs. I'll put its weight down right here. But ultimately, would I own this car? I feel like I would love to own this car in New York City. I feel like in New York City, this car is like so comfortable. Like, you'd probably just be coasting, chilling in a big old car like this. Like, honestly, everything else about this car, I really don't have that much gripes with it. I'll put how much the car cost somewhere in this video if I haven't done it already. But yeah, ultimately, I think it's a buy. I'm not gonna lie. I usually don't like big SUVs, but this one is really nice. I have no complaints. So
life like this sure is sweet, huh?
It definitely is, man.
This, I guess, is the POV if you're driving. You know, it's pretty good. This guy in front of me is just stopping for a random reason. Dang, you guys didn't tell me Texas drivers were that bad. But yeah, this is the POV if you're driving. It's gonna have this number, which is gonna be your miles per hour up here on the screen. It is kind of bland. I feel like they could have definitely did a lot more with this giant, humongous LCD screen. And look at this beautiful ambiance of Florida, man. You guys did not tell me all this, man. You guys did not tell me Florida was this beautiful. Look at, oh, I'm sorry. Texas people, I am so sorry. I apologize. And just as an update, guys, I will be getting my Mustang soon, so don't worry about it too much. You know what I'm saying? I will get my Mustang soon. All right, I had a really nice experience driving this car. I think this car is like really nice, actually. I would love to have this as a family car. I feel like getting groceries or anything you want to really do, this car is capable of doing that. You know what I'm saying? I would prefer the 3.6 liter the Hemi V8 version, just because it's a little more badass. You know what I mean? Like, it's a little more power, it's a little more towing capacity. But ultimately, if you can afford the 3.6 liter and that's what your budget can afford, there's no problem with this. I think it's a great car. I have a lot of fun with this. I told you guys my little gripes here and there, but apart from that, it still makes it a really great car, so not tripping about it. If you guys have this car, let me know what you think in the comments below. Apart from that, this has been AR Car Reviews, and I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I enjoyed making this video, so if you guys enjoyed this video, let me know. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Texas, what's up? AR, out.